Meghan Ottolini here with the Boston Herald sports columnist Tom Keegan. You might not be able to tell, but we are at Patriots training camp taking refuge from what looks like is going to be a substantial thunderstorm. It was the last day of Patriots training camp, at least open to the public. They're heading out to Nashville for their second preseason game. Tom, you had some thoughts about what this defense is going to shape up to look like.
Well, I, for one, thought the Super Bowl was a blast. People talked about how it was boring. How is different boring? Tell me anything in life where different is boring. This is the era of big offense, and here the Patriots go opposite, and they're confusing the heck out of a really good offense, the Rams. And yes, they lost Trey Flowers, but they also picked up Michael Bennett. They picked up Brian Collins. They're going to keep confusing opponents. They're going to do it with versatile players, fast players, tough players, strong players. I think it's really exciting when you think about what the Patriots defense could do.
Michael Bennett talked to us a little bit after practice today, so let's hear what he had to say about how he's fitting into the system.
It takes a little time, but once you figure it out, it's the best part of it, because I think later in your career, being in the same position, doing the same things, it doesn't allow you to grow, right? So then when you get to a position where a team that's pushing you to do different things and becoming uncomfortable in it, it kind of allows you to grow in your own craft. And I think that's a good opportunity for me to grow in my own craft, learning new defenses, learning new terminology, learning new players. It's fun. I think it's easy when you're in the same defense for a long period of time.
Well, he's probably their best natural pass rusher on the entire roster. And you heard him. Here's a star player, an established player, and he's saying, I'm doing the best I can. He doesn't claim to have all the answers, but he does have all the attributes to be used in a variety of ways, and that's the key, and he's a good student of the game, and he's going to get after it, and he's going to be, I think, have a great season for a great defense.
The offensive side of the team is still kind of an amorphous blob. We saw Danny Etling get waived today. We didn't expect him to be a significant part of the offense by any means, but we're seeing a lot of hype around Jacoby Myers. With the offense being as uncertain as it is, and Edelman being injured, the tight end area still being a big question mark, how important is this defense going to be this season?
Well, I think it's very important, because if you have a great defense and then you have a good running game, which I think they should have, that shortens the game, and you don't have to score a ton of points. And the other issue on the offense, of course, is left tackle. We'll see how Isaiah Wynn continues to develop. That's a big key there. But yeah, there's some surprises at receiver that are helping out. So they'll figure out a way, and whatever makes the most sense, that's the approach they'll take. But it probably will be a lot of running and, relying on a great defense.
Isaiah Wynn has been gradually more active in these practices. David Andrews spoke to his participation and the kind of growth that he's seen there at left tackle.
It's great to get him out there. I know he's working hard to be the best he can, and so it's just always good, when you get guys healthy, out there back working together as a group.
Is he somebody that picks things up quickly, does it feel like?
He picks up his laundry pretty quickly, so I don't know. We'll see.
And before they left for Nashville, and before they even started practice today, Tom, we saw Tom Brady having some fun with the rookies. What was happening in the corner of the field?
Well, he's got a hose, and he's hosing down the football, and they're diving on it. So there's a football purpose to that, having fun. You've got to dive on a wet football. There's going to be some games where the football is wet and it's slippery, and maybe having this fun ends up enabling one of them to make a play on a football that you otherwise wouldn't. You never know.
So it's not just a summer slip and slide?
No, I don't think so.
When was the last time you were on a slip and slide?
Probably about 50 years ago.
50 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're overdue for our Boston Herald slip and slide. Stay tuned. That might be our next video. Tom, thanks for joining me here at Patriots Camp.
Thank you, Megan.